this is a $169 million penthouse. Is it worth $169 million? Let's find out together. I cannot fathom how something can be worth $169 million when it's just a small bit of the entirety of the building. It's not the whole freaking apartment block. It's just one apartment. That's insane. You could literally own an entire village in Romania with that money. Penthouse 96. That means there's at least 96 of these.
Really drew my attention to this home when I first saw it was that there's only a couple full floor apartments.
Okay, seriously, who did the interior design for this? Where are you even gonna put the PlayStation? If the TV's too far, how are you gonna bring the chairs to the TV? I don't see how this apartment is feasible.
Space here is unencumbered by bathrooms or a wall.
This whole space here is unencumbered, period. This whole space here is too big for no reason, man. You could make 6 apartments out of this place.
Walls or a closet space. And you've got these massive 10-foot by 10-foot windows. And so this unit, as a full floor, has
yeah, isn't that like a little bit too much light? 10 foot by 10 foot. Holy shit, man. Who needs to play PS when you got a few $100 million? I mean, they still play PlayStation, no?
Linear glass with 360-degree views all the way around New York City. It's nuts. But we can start here in the living room. The ceiling height is 12'6". You have huge views of the south. And
wow, that's such a beautiful view of smog and concrete and steel. Let's not forget the steel. We also can see the steel. I love this view. It's amazing.
You've got this great open, this piano is custom built specifically for this penthouse. I don't think I'm allowed to touch it. I feel like if I do, something bad might happen to me.
You're gonna get fired if you touch the piano. What kind of a freaking company do you work for, dude? You need to get a new employer. Jesus, mother of God. Oh, Lord. Who's gonna know? It's a freaking video you're making to sell the apartment. That's not a good selling point, man. Oh, I cannot touch it. Oh, no, it's too special. It's for show. It doesn't actually work. Holy shit, dude.
Should we try it, though? It's just sort of like... I lived. It's gonna be okay. And
do you know what? I like this. I like this dining space. I think this dining space is worth a good $5,000, not $169 million. But it's beautiful. It's nice. This was the last video of this man's alive. Oh no, he touched it. He's gonna die now.
And here you're seeing we're looking out over the Queensboro Bridge. All the towers in Manhattan that you look up at here look like itty bitty toys because we are so high. It's kind of nuts. And
yeah, wow, you're so high. Like, I never got this. Like, okay, the biggest selling point for this apartment is the fact that you're very high up.
I look down at that little baby building. What's that little one down there? Oh, the Chrysler building. Pretty awesome. And then this.
Wow. Did you see that little building over there? It's the Chrysler building. I mean, I don't know what the Chrysler building is, but like, I'm sure all the Americans in the chat are going like, oh my God, that's the Chrysler building. Are you guys impressed? I'm sure everybody's impressed that the Chrysler building's smaller than the building that he's in right now. Although this building looks exactly like a cheap version of a toilet. You know the toilets that have like the cheap marble? Soviet bloc. Yes. It's like, you know, in the former Soviet bloc, they had buildings like this. The cheap, crappy porcelain on the bathroom tiles, right? Cheap porcelain tiles, man. This entire building looks like a cheap porcelain tile. And just one apartment inside here is $169 million. Don't insult my bathroom. I mean, it's inside. It's beautiful, the apartment. I'm not saying it's not beautiful. It's a beautiful apartment, but it's not worth $169 million, man.
Little baby building. What's that little one down there? Oh, the Chrysler building. Pretty awesome.
Cringe.
And
Cringe
this
as
is our
fuck.
front yard. It's a little park in the center of the city called Central Park. And you can see it from the entire northern side of the building because we're so high. That's huge.
I like this fascination of New Yorkers with Central Park. It's just a park. Is it because there's no actual trees in the entire city and that's like the only place that has trees? Every single movie about New York, you see Central Park. Every single thing referencing New York, you see Central Park. Why? It's just a park. Fuck's sake, man. I've actually seen parks in Japan that are 10 times nicer, more beautiful, and way better to walk in through than in Central Park. And I've been to Central Park in New York. It's not impressive at all. It smells like pee. It's full of homeless people and people that want to kill you.
Could you imagine just like waking up before you go to work and having a cup of coffee, and that's your view? You can tell the weather.
I'm sorry. Did you just say, did you imagine before you go to work? Do you think people that have the money to buy this apartment actually work? The people that have money to buy this apartment, I'm pretty sure they do their work. I mean, if I was filthy rich, right, I would do all my work from home because I didn't need to interact with people in that case. CEO of my 8th company. Yes, do your CEO job. I will give approval for this and that. Oh, you want to have a meeting? Sure, come by my $169 million apartment and we'll talk. That's how the stuff really works, okay? I know, because I'm a millionaire secretly.
And the kitchen is extra wide.
Okay, no, seriously, this actually is beautiful. I like that. That's actually beautiful. Wow. That's ridiculously high. Holy mother of God, that's so high. See these old style buildings here? I find these more interesting and more beautiful than the crappy apartment that he's trying to sell us. Like, look at the architecture on this one over here, for example. On this one over here. This is really beautiful buildings, right? What happened to the world? Why did architects get so fucking lazy? Can someone explain that to me?
And the kitchen is extra wide.
This is really ugly. Like, this reminds me of my mom's old kitchen, which was like really cheap and low quality.
That's a mirror that also doubles as a TV, so it'll turn on so you can watch news in the morning.
Mirror that doubles as a TV. That's nice, man. I like that. That's actually cool. I've never seen that before. The old buildings weren't allowed to renovate. That's what it is. Really, John Burr? I never knew that.
Now, some people might say, okay.
But like, don't get me wrong, John Burr. The old buildings weren't allowed to renovate. But you can build new buildings that look like the old buildings, right? That's what I'm talking about. The new buildings, I don't like the way they look.
But how do you get any fresh air? I'm going to show you.
I'm sorry. Are you telling me, trillionaire who has $169 million to buy this apartment, has to use his hands to open a window? It's a deal breaker for me. I was going to buy this apartment, guys, but I'm not going to buy it anymore. I'm just so disappointed in this feature. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe.
You get fresh air. Can you hear it? Yeah. So you walk into the primary suite here, and you've got massive Central Park views looking all the way up north. But then I actually like this view looking down Billionaire's Row.
But what if you have a hangover and you don't want so much light everywhere? What if you want just like a little bit of light? Holy mother of God.
I would totally become a bath guy. I'm just saying.
Okay. Does that look big enough to you guys? Like here in Japan, we have bathtubs in every house. Like it's a main feature of a house, the bathtub, right? When I go in my bathtub, I can swim in it. It's big. It's not a jacuzzi. It's just a regular bathtub because they have big bathtubs here, which is different from Europe. And I fucking love that, by the way. And seeing this is really small. For 169 million, I want a freaking jacuzzi, dude. Where is my jacuzzi? Dude, seriously, this is so cheap. Look at this. Look at this crap. This is so cheap. This is so bad quality. What the fuck? And you put this crappy, no brand, cheap hotel shitty thing next to it, and you're trying to sell this for 169? What? Come on.
1,000 feet in the air, and it's as quiet and as serene as if you weren't. And I think that's one of the benefits of working with an architect like Raphael Vinoli, who can say, okay, how do we build?
Whoa. Did you guys hear that? He worked with Raphael Vinoli. Do you know who Raphael Vinoli is? Because if you don't know, I don't know why you even exist, man. Like, he mentioned the guy. Of course, everyone has to know that person, right? I mean, I can literally just can't come up with a bullshit name. This shirt is made by Shmagoogadaboogadoo, who is the biggest shirt maker in Bangladesh. I got it straight from the source, yo. Okay? Straight from the source.
All the ceilings are high everywhere.
Yeah, no fucking shit. All the ceilings are high. All the ceilings are way too high. And the windows are way too big. The fact that they have so many windows tells me that they didn't really need that much building material. Because they replaced the entire wall with the window. Where's the steel? Where's the concrete? I don't feel safe in this, man.
And then you've got this amazing corner exposed.
Exactly, Trooper. Imagine during a hurricane you live in this. Holy shit, that's scary as fuck.
And then we've got our 7th bedroom that has been turned into a den. Because you're the top floor, we've got a fireplace. And I love the vibe in here.
You know what? I like this. I actually like this. And you know what I'm going to do? If I ever get my own house, I'm gonna make a room identical to this for $5,000, and some dumbass is gonna pay 169 million bucks to get the same room as me. Hmm?
The furniture is all Bentley, Fendi, Hermes, and you've got this.
You guys know these brands, right? I know the brands too.
Of Manhattan. You also have a full.
I like that every time he shows Manhattan, he shows the freaking smog. Look at the view of Manhattan. Wow, it's so beautiful. It has the view of Manhattan. This whole apartment is only the view of Manhattan.
It could be great for a family. It could be great as a pied-à-terre. It could be great for a bunch of people who newly made money in crypto and want to make a statement.
Did he just say that? Holy fuck. They're so desperate, man. He literally just said, for somebody who newly made money in crypto. He's literally like, oh, you're newly rich and dumb and don't know this is actually worth fuck all? You should buy this place. Hey, 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 hey. This is for you, new rich person. Wow.
I'm totally fine with that. I am excited that it is now on the market. This is the Penthouse at 432 Park.
If I made billions in crypto, I would buy myself a farm with 20 hectares. I would plant a massive forest around it. I would build one road to the middle, and I would make a fucking stone castle with all the shit that they have inside here, inside of that castle, and it would be 10 times cheaper than their fucking apartment. Boom. Some real estate companies, they give commission based to their employees. So like he's getting a percentage of the sale. So he's probably getting like 1% of that apartment. So if he sells the apartment, he's getting $1.69 million. Just this guy. So you can imagine this guy is filthy fucking rich compared to all of us. This guy is a billionaire right here. This guy is a millionaire. There's a reason he has a punchable face, Infinity. If you made it to this point into the video, then you probably enjoyed it, so why not consider subscribing to encourage me to make more videos like this in the future, and leave a like as well whilst you're at it. And remember to be a good person or I'm coming for you.